All righty, and we've got Kalen DeBoer's press conference from today. And he talked a lot about, our team, of course, like he should. Like, I mean, he's been doing all right. And like we said on Saturday, I think here we go. Here we go.
I
Oh,
need
what's
you,
up
Jackson.
there, Paul? I'll make sure to go hang with you after I get done, good buddy. I promise you that. Don't you worry. Oh man.
That's awesome.
We appreciate Locked On West Virginia for tuning in. He's got some magic, along with West Virginia at the voice of college football. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's like watching Phineas and Ferb Star Wars. It's like that incredible crossover right there. Oh man, and I just gotta say, DeBoer was bringing up, a lot about, you know, our stretch against ranked teams where he says, quote, I think there's always been times where you look at a month and you're like, back in whatever month in spring, schedule comes out and you're like, okay, that's going to be a grind. But you don't even look at it that way. You look at one game, you focus on that one game. And that's what we did against Georgia. That's what we did against Vanderbilt. And that's what we got to do against Missouri. Focus only on that game. When you do it, all of a sudden you find yourself going through the month and you're like, okay, we've got better and okay, we've got the win. And again, you just focus on the process, focus on what has to look like as we refine everything we're doing, just competing at the highest level where you just focus on those things you can control, the schedule, you work through it one by one, and you end up usually, if you got the talent and you've got the people, you catch a break here and there, you end up on the right side of it. And he talked a little bit about the red zone execution where he says, quote, it's different things, right? We talk about time, the tension always goes to the quarterback. He even acknowledged he knows there's things he can do better there. To me, it's execution as a whole. It's understanding the situation you're in. What's going to hurt us is going to be negative plays. Being behind the chains is emphasized even more as you move closer to the red zone. It's going to hurt you out in the middle of the field when you're behind the chains, but as that space continues to shrink, the defense is going to throw some more things at you because they're a little more desperate to have their way of going about things. You've got to execute. You've got to adjust. As you move the ball into that area, we've got caught behind the change. We've ended up with some plays that weren't executed, didn't get the yards. We needed to put ourselves in good, favorable downs and distance. And he talked a little bit as to why Jaden Roberts didn't play. And here is his answer where he says, I mean, it's competitive right now at those positions more than just his. Gus are competing in practice. That's, to me, a big part of what you've got to do. The comeback for him has been progressing. That's probably why you feel the vibe from Coach Grubb. And the words he said, you got just keep doing it. That's what we ask of every guy. Some of these guys have gotten chances to get on the football field, taking advantage of it. That's made it harder for others who maybe have had roles that were assumed, but it's competitive. Jaden, love Jaden. What a great, great kid. Got a lot of potential, and he's going to keep working. Here's what he had to say about Connor Talty. Disappointing that first kick. Really, you think about putting yourself in his shoes. You missed that first one. I think the next one was a tie game and a pretty important kick when he had to go back out there. For him to respond, eliminate any thought that might be in your head and move forward, then make another one, make the three that were important with the score being at what it was. Even the one with the angle, you could overthink that too at the end of the game to make it a 9-point game. That's an important kick at an important time. It's not just him too. It's everyone working in unison with the snap and the hold. Just thought he responded well. There's nothing you can do when you miss that one. Yeah, you want those points. I just thought his response was really good. That was another thing that I keep thinking about right there was the kicking game. We definitely need to get better about it, but we were better on Saturday than we were last week against Georgia. But we need to really look. Oh, it made Jeffrey face freeze for a moment. Oh, man. Or there you go. Or at least it didn't try to. But, oh, man. But I will say he did mention a lot about the progression of Ty Simpson. And, we've noted that here on Alabama, the voice of college football. It's been massively impressive. It's been, oh man, the doubters are now pulling for him. Which I mean, I will say, I'm glad to see that they're not doubting Simpson. They're now on that bandwagon, but it's like, oh, now you love him. You didn't love him in week 1, okay. But what do you think about the press conference that happened today, Jeff?
Well, I mean, some of the takeaways that you went through, I mean, getting your team ready to play. Every coach says it. Treat this game as important as the next. The next game is the most important. Got to go 1-0. Whatever, thing that you'll say. Even James Franklin's like, we got to go 1-0 this week against Northwestern, and he got completely flamed in the comments. Completely expected. Like, why didn't you do that last week? Well, the thing is that as a coach, you're supposed to say that. You're supposed, in some variation, way, shape, or form, tell your team every game matters. Go 1-0. Treat every game the same. Play just as hard against no matter who the opponent is. Any coach can say that, but it's about getting your team to actually believe it, and the team actually going out there and doing it is what matters. And I do think DeBoer hopefully is heading in the right direction in that department on getting Alabama's players, and hopefully the players are responding in that direction where we will do that. We had the Georgia game and the Vandy game back-to-back. Very encouraging. We'll see against Missouri and beyond, but it was very encouraging to see that. On Jaden Roberts, I mean, the thing is, no position is earned, or given, rather. No position is given. They have to be earned. You don't just earn it by, oh, you were a 5-star guy or you were a highly rated guy, so here's your job. You're starting no matter how crappy you play. That's not how that works.
No.
They're not given. You have to earn them, and you earn them by practice and effort and hustle and in the classroom and being a good teammate and playing hard and doing all those sorts of things. And if Jaden Roberts isn't doing that, then he doesn't need to be out there on the field. Again, I can't speak for him, but I trust that DeBoer knows what he's doing. And, we've got players playing really hard right now on defense. Jaden Roberts, he'll get his time. If he's not playing right now, there's a reason. So, I mean, that's my take on that. You're not just, okay, you're the starter. Like I said, you have to continue to earn it every week. You have to continue to play hard every week and do all the things on and off the field to keep your job. If you don't do that, you don't play. And then on Connor Talty, I mean, I agree. Massive that he did respond because, I mean, you remember the Georgia game. That was a really bad shank in that game. Missed a field goal against Vanderbilt. Not good there. We like Reichard. Reichard was a good kicker. Very reliable kicker overall. We've not consistently been good in the kicking game. We know that throughout the Saban years. We had a lot of bad kickers, but Riker was a change of pace. He was very solid. He's gone now. So Talty so far been kind of up and down, but again, nice that he did respond against Vanderbilt, made some good kicks. And hopefully when we need him, maybe later on in the year, maybe we're down 3 and we need a field goal to tie a game, or maybe a field goal to win. You don't want to be like Tennessee and miss a big field goal against Georgia and you lose. You don't want to lose because of that. So hopefully Talty continues to improve in that department on his accuracy and consistency with that. And when we need him in a big game later in the year, he can deliver. He's been a little shaky so far, but did play better toward the end of the Vanderbilt game.
Oh man, that's for sure, man. That is for sure. But we've got more magic coming your way on Alabama with the Voice College Football.